Okay, what's going on? How about some simple counterpoint exercises for the guitar? How to achieve the effect of multiple melodic lines doing things at the same time. So instead of just like ba 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 ba, maybe have something going with that. Maybe so two lines at the same time, right? I would say perhaps the most effective way to study this and get it on the guitar is to just learn some Bach. Take a piece by Bach, take two voices, and just play them. And that is a fantastic way to learn counterpoint and get it on the guitar. But maybe you don't read music, or maybe you don't like playing Bach's music. Then there's some other things you can do. Check this out. Maybe take, how about stack a fourth, right? See, we've got, I'm barring right there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up chromatically here. I'm going to go down chromatically here. I'm going to do it at the same time. I'm back. And now I'm going to switch directions. Not the most beautiful sound. We're dealing with chromatic sounds, but let's say I utilized a scale, or I thought of myself as in a scale. What if I thought of myself as in A major, right? So then I would go, this will ascend, this line will go down. Now that's too far, so then I'm going to have to go to the next string, right? One more time. So I was descending in the scale. Descending in the scale from the E, right? And I was ascending in the scale at the same time. Oh, excuse me. Now go back. And watch, I'll see if you can figure out. I'm going to go up, come back down to the major 7. And in the other voice, I'm going to go down and come back to the F sharp. Check it out. We've got. And I'll resolve. So I'm going, I've got two lines, and they're going opposite directions, or more like this. They're coming back, or they're going like that, and they're coming back, right? This feels good in the ear. It feels good to do on the guitar. Now, dig this. Say take a scale, right? If you want to be able to move two voices at the same time on the guitar, take a scale like C major, right? So I've got that octave, and then I'll take my higher octave. Now what I could do each voice at the same time, both the C's, the octaves at the same time, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, right? But that is not counterpoint. That's just the same thing, the same direction. But what if I took, starting on this C, and I descended? Now I've got my low 7 string, so I can get down to this low C. You probably do not have a low 7 string, but you can do this. You can go C, B, A, G, F, E, open D, back to C. So what I'm going to do in my lower voice, I'm going to descend, while in my upper voice, I'm going to ascend. So we're doing two things at once. So dig it. We've got Now that C to C is impossible, but I can come up to this C, and I've done the scale. I did two scales at the same time. I did one ascending, and I have one descending. Do them together. Once again, it's... Oh, excuse me, let me try that again. How about I'll do it backwards now, or back the way I came. It makes you think. You're doing two things at once. It makes you think. Now, what if instead of doing the same thing, or rather the same scale, in both, two of the same scale at the same time, one ascending, the other descending? How about in the upper voice, I'll just do a C major triad. All right, C, E, G, E, C. While in the lower voice, I'll descend and ascend. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Coming back. Again. Right? Now, once a certain figure or a certain exercise is a little more comfortable in the fingers, then you can apply some rhythmic variation. So what if I was like, what if I did two notes in the bass for every one in the treble, right? What if I was... Oh, let me try that again. There it is. Oh, excuse me. I'm dropping the ball. But, I mean, does it make sense? Do two things at the same time. In the upper voice, C major chord. In the lower voice, I'm descending the scale. One more time we got. Oh, excuse me. Damn it. Now there's a cycle in there where it will return to where it started, but I dropped the ball in there. Of course, if you write this out, you'll be able to see exactly where the thing restarts, right? When you're doing the same amount of notes in each voice or each register or each line, for instance, the scale, right? I'm just doing the same thing. Same amount of notes in each voice. I'm just doing one down and the other one up. And the the cycle is done, I did the full thing. But if in one voice I only have 3 notes, and in the other voice I have 7, well, that's a juxtaposition of 3 over 7. And now we got to do some, I guess after 21, right? 7 goes into 21, 3 goes into 21. Something special will happen after 21 things have happened, because it'll line back up, I think, right? It sounds good to me, regardless, right? Juggling 2 things at once. What's sort of infuriating is on the piano, this is ridiculously easy on the piano. You just, dun, dun, dun. You don't have to move so much, but on the guitar you're doing all this stuff, hopping around. It's sort of, I don't know, it's more impressive when you do it on the guitar, and it's more work when you do it on the guitar. But it feels beautiful to do it on the guitar. It feels very good to have multiple lines going in contrary motion, contrapuntal direction, and etc., interweaving like this, right? Not just everything moving the same direction, which can be fun, but I mean that's fun. Oh. But there's no, when everything moves the same direction, it's just less, I don't know, there's something special about when things are going alternate directions and yet it still makes perfect harmonic sense. That can be a very satisfying thing. So, like I said, pick a scale you're familiar with, like C major or C minor or A minor or whatever, and take, for instance, if we did it in G, here's my lower register, here's my higher register. And how about I'll do this? I'll start the higher register at the high G, and the lower register at the low G. I'll do them at the same time. We got, and notice it'll end both G's together. The same note. I got the G on the D string and my open G at the same time. That's how it ends. One more time. I gotta work on this. Now then what's cool, say you put a little thicker harmony in there. What if I play the open G strings while I'm doing that, right? The open D and the open G. Let's see what that sounds like. One more time. Oh Lord. There we go. This is a wonderful, it's something wonderful to counteract as running up and down scales, right? You're doing 2 things at once, and I guarantee you it will make you a better player, make your fingers do some fascinating jumping around. That'll be good for your everything, I would assume. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Hope you learned something. I'm learning something. Thank you for listening. My name's Jakob. Peace.